So we can either choose to betray Alice, or we can choose to ally with Alice. Everybody ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. Although I guess it doesn't really matter. D already opened one earlier.
Then only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. There we go. Let's go ahead and get in here and vote real quick. 2 more AB gates, let open. We'll share one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms. Okay, let's do it. This is the vote. This is the vote. That may or may not decide what happens here.
2 minutes remain until AMBIDEX Game polling closes.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. Clover isn't voting, then she is default to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
Of course, I think so too.
Oh no, we're not voting against Alice, you're right, we're voting against Clover. I completely forgot that, whoops, my bad.
I'm just glad to hear you say it.
Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. Luna is honestly a sweetheart, honestly. She is really, really sweet. For a minute, the Nonary Game didn't seem so scary. And she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Huh?
There's something white on it.
There's what? Luna, I can explain. Okay? I can explain. When I went to the archives, we were surrounded by 2 pretty girls, and sometimes a man has urges. Oh god, that's what I get for trying to make a dirty joke. First of all, okay, what the hell is this? Wait, is that the hand we were cut on? That looks... I'm sorry, but that looks really like semen. It looks kind of like semen, I'm not gonna lie. We did have kind of a perfect conversation over in the archives with Clover and Luna. Sigma was getting kind of raunchy there, just saying. What? What the hell is this? For the first time since I found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar. But the truth was far stranger. Liquid was coming from my hand. Huh. It's coming from the cut I've given myself when I grabbed this scalpel away from Alice. But why? What was the blood? I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. Shouldn't have let Luna see that.
Are you alright?
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice. There was some milk and I spilled it. It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Really?
Yeah.
But...
Just shut up. It's fine, alright? I am fine. Leave me alone. I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth. But something was wrong. Very wrong. My head was spinning. Yeah, I can't... probably shouldn't be telling Luna to shut up. She's such a sweet girl. She doesn't deserve to be yelled like that.
Sigma...
Man, I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remain until polling closes.
There was no time left. I had to vote. Turn and face the machine. Took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down. Just calm down. Don't think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand. What was I kidding? There's no way I could forget about something like that.
10 seconds remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm picking ally. I'm sticking with ally. I'm sticking with ally. I cannot betray Clover right now. We cannot. We have to ally. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Jesus Christ, I probably should have checked that.
Round 2 of the AMBIDEX game has been completed.
Seriously, I probably should have checked that to make sure I'm not getting screwed here.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. AMBIDEX gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Could see the others filling out the rooms as we did.
So you chose ally after all?
Yeah. To be honest, the AB game was the last thing on my mind. As chaotic as my thoughts were, they all centered on one thing. The mysterious white liquid.
Do you want to go see the results?
Sure. Luna nodded, walked off towards the projection, but I couldn't move. Glanced around to make sure no one was watching, and opened my hand. Liquid didn't seem to have clotted or run out, since it was still oozing thickly out of the slit of my hand. What in the hell is this? Couldn't be blood, could it? No. That was impossible. No matter how many white blood cells clump together, you never get anything that looked like that. I've never seen my blood do this before. 22 years of my life, I've seen 22. Wow, he's only 22. Holy shit. 1 year younger than me. I'd seen soon to be 2 years younger. I've seen my blood bleed many times. Scraped knees as a kid, accidentally nicked with a knife as an adult. But every single time, I'll bleed red, like any other human being. So why was it this time? It was white. Like I said, I mean, Clover and Luna are pretty ladies, and we did have a lot of raunchy time in the archives. Okay, dirty jokes aside, this is a little bit weird that we have white blood leaking out. What the hell is happening to me?
Hey, Sigma, what are you doing? Get the hell over here. They're gonna show the results.
Yeah, right. I'm away. Did my best to compose myself and headed over to join the others.
Results from round 2 of the AMBIDEX game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Please don't betray. Nobody betray. I hope we can get ally across the board. That'd be wonderful. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. We got an ally across the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Nice.
This is incredible. Look, everyone voted ally. You did just like you promised, Kay.
How could I choose betray after what Phi said to me?
Tenmyoji and Dio voted ally too.
Of course. If we hadn't, Alice would have died.
Yeah, well, that's about it, I guess.
We should thank the both of you as well. I'm happy to see you also chose ally.
Oh, I didn't have anything to do with it. That was all Sigma.
Then thank you very much, Sigma. Sigma? Sigma, are you alright?
Oh, he's not alright, not really.
Come on, what's wrong? Just say something.
Huh? Oh yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
Sigma, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, you've been acting a little out of it ever since we came out of the AB rooms. What happened? You make it past at Luna and get shot down?
No, nothing like that.
Hey man, it was a joke. You remember what that is? A joke? You're in pretty bad shape, huh?
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed throughout the warehouse.
The AMBIDEX gates have closed. Round 3 of the AMBIDEX game will be the star round. Star keys are required to open the gates.
Seems like this is not a bad end so far. It seems like it's going to be continuing. I hope it continues.
There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The AMBIDEX gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
We can open the gates as many times as we want to? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we like, right?
Hey, Zero Jr. said something about this, didn't he?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically! The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, right. Sorry to be a pain, but could you all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all your colors and assignments are.
Everyone nodded and held their arms out towards them. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white knuckle fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat.
Huh. So Dio and Kay are a yellow pair. Luna and I are both pairs, but our colors are different.
Right. You're a cyan, and I'm magenta.
That makes Sigma the only solo, huh? A red solo. So what are the 4 we left in the infirmary?
Luna and I are pairs, so 2 of them are our partners.
That means the other 2 are solos. Although, I guess we don't know what colors they are.
They're probably green and blue.
Why's that?
Didn't you see them? There are a bunch of white doors in the Floor B warehouse. They have to be the next set of chromatic doors.
Ah, yes. Fine, I saw them as well. On our way back from the garden with the unconscious Quark. And there they were.
Yeah, they would have run through it, wouldn't they? Yeah, they probably would have run through it. That makes sense.
Each one had a box just like the doors on floor A. Given that, I don't see how there can be any question. Those white doors are our next set of chromatic doors.
I think that our bracelet combinations will have to add up to white in order to open the secondary doors. The pairs are cyan, magenta, and yellow. You see?
Yeah. If we need to make white, then the other 3 colors would have to be red, green, and blue.
Right.
Good. Now that we've got that figured out, I'm heading back to the infirmary for a bit. I want to check up on Quark and Alice.
I shall accompany you then.
Might as well go with you, I guess. No real reason to hang out here.
What will you 2 do?
I need to talk to Sigma about something.
About what?
Something?
Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. She might have noticed that there was something wrong with me. And that was when she wanted to talk about it. Was sure of it. Okay, fine. Managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
Whoa, hold on. A private talk? What are you guys plotting?
We're not plotting anything. I promise. It's nothing.
Fine, whatever. See if I care.
He seemed to care a lot. Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out to the yellow door. Thamriyell and Kay quickly followed. In only moments, all 3 had disappeared. And now we have to explain to Luna exactly what happened. It's gonna be an awkward conversation. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there's always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
Oh, I don't really like this room. Could we go somewhere else?
Okay.
Good. I found somewhere nice when I was looking for Alice earlier.
As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. Wonder where we're going. Where's the goat taking us? Oh. The garden.
You know this place?
Yes. Well, sort of. Came here once when I was looking for Alice.
Oh, I see.
We didn't. No. We went back and we used the with the premonition. We used the premonition in order to realize we gotta go to crew quarters. So we've actually never been here in this route particular. Interesting. It's weird that it's cool, but it's also weird that Sigmund like references things that he never done in this particular route yet. So what brings you here?
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in the whole facility with anything green. I feel kind of silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. Oh, there's a bench over there. Would you like to sit down with me?
Sure. She sat down softly and gently and lowered myself down next to her. So, what'd you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted a tiny birdcage pendant she wore in the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment, then began to talk.
Can I tell you something? This is actually a music box.
Really?
Yes.
She twisted the key on the bottom, and it made an almost imperceptible whining noise. Oh, it's nice, actually. She released it. Soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring it up, though?
Because I wanted you to know, I guess. I wanted you to know more about me. Maybe it's because I'm so shy, but I don't really have any friends. Or even any acquaintances, really.
Damn.
So I've sort of always been alone. It was really hard. I felt so lonely a lot of the time. And it hurt. It felt like I was just kind of going to collapse from the inside out. That was when I got this music box. Someone very important gave it to me. They didn't say anything, but I felt like there was an unspoken message behind it. Luna, happiness is closer than you think. Do you know Maeterlinck's The Bluebird?
Yeah. Well, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. His brother and sister named Tiltil and Miltil. Tiltil and Mittel get asked to find a blue bird by this old woman, and they travel to the dream world. Or something. Anyway, supposedly if you can catch this bird, you can make a wish come true. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually, they give up and go home. But when they wake up, the bird is in a birdcage in her hut.
That's right. It's a well-known story, and it teaches a simple lesson.
Yeah, like I said, happiness is closer than you think.
Right. It got me thinking. Maybe the person who gave me this music box was trying to tell me just that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe all of this is just in my head, but I really felt like that was what they'd meant. It was so kind. I kept it with me all the time, like a kind of good luck charm. But one day I realized something. There was another meaning to the bluebird. In Maeterlinck's original story, it doesn't end with them waking up.
There's more?
Yes. When Tiltil and Mittel try to feed the bird, it leaves the cage and flies away. And then the story ends.
Whoa. What about the moral then?
It changes. Now the message is that just when you think you found happiness, you'll lose it again.
That is really depressing.
I thought about that for a while, but in the end, it didn't change how I felt. I don't know what they intended it to mean when they gave it to me, but I decided how I was going to look at it. It means that happiness is something you should always be looking for, and it's only when you're pursuing happiness that you're truly happy. know, Sigma, I think you might be Til.
What?
You know, the boy who the old lady asked to find the bluebird on Christmas Eve.
What are you trying to say?
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Where did you find Alice?
What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. Where did you find Alice?
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
Where were you before that?
I was in the lounge. That was after we split up to go look for Alice. First place I went was the lounge.
So you went from the lounge to the crew quarters, where you found Alice, and then you rushed her to the infirmary, right?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me this then. How do you know about the garden?
She's catching on!
Just now you said you'd come here when you were looking for Alice, didn't you? That doesn't make any sense. There wouldn't have been any time for you to visit the garden while you were looking for Alice. So tell me, Sigma, how do you know about this place?
Well, I didn't know what to say. Couldn't even explain to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been here before?
Sigma, are you a robot? Have you always been here?
What?
See, it would make so much sense if you were. That would explain why you knew about the garden, and it would explain that cut on your left hand.
A robot? Really? Damn, so you did see it, huh?
Yes. I've been told that robots these days have what's called artificial biological tissue, or ABT, on top of a metal skeleton. It makes them look almost exactly like a human, and ABT uses this white liquid instead of blood.
Hold up. Do you remember the first time I started playing through this and we met Golem? And I said, watch this be like where some of us or all of us are not actually humans, but we're all just fucking robots in this world, and this is some sort of simulation. Watch. Am I gonna be on point here? Am I actually gonna be on point about the fucking theory? For some reason, when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. I didn't sound like a real possibility. It sounded more like a theory you would get from someone in Nuthouse. Still. My hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No. It was impossible. I need to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me a heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Well, let's say I'm a robot. It means there's a pretty good chance Zero's pulling my strings. That make me your enemy.
Oh, I guess so. Well, even if you were, I wouldn't be scared.
Why not?
Maybe because you're a robot.
Huh?
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? They were a set of rules created by the science fiction author Isaac Asimov that he used in several of his stories.
I'm pretty sure Golem told us about it. Rule 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Rule 2. A robot must obey an order given to by human beings except when such orders will conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I heard those before. Doesn't make our claim of us not being a robot any easier. Just an idea though. Could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
Yes, you're right. But I believe in them. In you. However you're programmed, I don't think you'd break any of the 3 laws. A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
That's just assuming that we're a robot. There's no guarantee yet. Could have prosthetic arms. That could be a thing. Maybe our arms are prosthetic. Maybe? I mean, that could be a possibility as well.
That's not you. You have a heart. You're a good person. It's in your eyes. Well, I guess I'm just kind of assuming you're a robot. There's still a chance you're not. We should run some tests.
Tests?
Yes.
How?
Well, the Atom should be able to tell us.
Oh yeah, I think in the infirmary. Heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. When I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
Is someone there?
Just me.
Vi?
Sorry, but can you guys come over here? I need you to see something.
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. She found the bomb, didn't she? Another one.
Welcome.
What? How long have you been here?
I just got here a little while ago.
Did you hear what we were saying?
No. Were you talking about something you didn't want me to know about? Whatever. Just have a look at this.
I followed the line of a finger. Yep. Shit. This is...
An antimatter bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
It says 01.
And the one in the crew quarters said 3, right? Then that must mean...
Shit. There's no question, huh?
I've got more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there somewhere?
I can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
Yeah.
Who planted them?
Was it you guys? I mean, you've been in here quite a while.
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
Well, I was taking a walk.
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
Fine. You got me. I heard you two were off talking in secret. So I got curious and went back to the Floor A warehouse. Of course you weren't there. That seemed pretty suspicious to me, so I headed here. And just as I'd suspected, there you were, talking on the bench. I snuck up from behind so you wouldn't notice me. Then, just as I was getting close enough to hear, I found the bomb. So, believe me now?
So, who planted the bomb?
Honestly, it could have been any one of us. Anybody could have come here while we were all looking for Alice.
We need to tell everyone about this then.
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Interesting. Curiouser, more curiouser. This is getting really something. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Timioji. Kay and Dio. And of course, Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them. They'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright everybody, listen up. Told them how we found the #1 bomb in the garden. And how, judging by the numbers on 2 bombs we'd found so far, there's probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too.
Oh, this is bad. What are we going to do?
Well, I think Alice mentioned something.
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
So if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Oh, whoa, hold on a second. That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about. Without that, we're still boned even if we did have the password.
Yeah. That's why I want all of you to let me search you.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. Chances are whoever planted those bombs is in this room. There's also a good chance they've also got the device we need to deactivate the bombs.
So you're planning to search us for it?
Exactly.
But...
No buts. If you refuse, then I'll assume it's because you've got it and you planted the bombs. Unless you want that, I suggest you cooperate.
Fi is very abrasive, just saying.
Clear? Good. Now who's going to be first?
Wait,
Huh?
you only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I even realized I was saying them.
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah. I meant Fi's gaze and nodded, turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person. Person, you did it. The room was suddenly silent. Cliffhanger! No! You can't be doing this! No! Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! No! Oh my god! No! Who planted the bomb? Lock number 7! Oh fuck! Why you do this game? Why you do this? Got lock number 8. Lock number 7. Good lord. Then we got lock number 3. Then we got all this stuff as well we gotta cover. And then there's still this thing. I don't know what this thing, but whatever this thing is, whatever this route takes us to, I don't know yet. Ah, good lord. Man, this is an emotional roller coaster, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break here. Alright? I gotta take a little break. I'm gonna finish render out these episodes and start getting more done on the way. Next time I want us to come back over to this route here and actually ally with Alice, go all the way till the end, and hopefully figure out one of these particular paths. I don't know, figure out what these paths are and go on, you know, go on our merry way. But for now, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little break. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. My name is Thamriyell. Like, subscribe, and so much. Have a good day, and I'll see you all next episode of Virtue's Last Award. See ya.